Hello everyone, this is Josh, aka the Biscuit Eater, and I want to welcome you all to the fifth and possibly final episode of my long-form Let's Play of Stories Untold. It'll be the last one if it's under 30 minutes, it'll be the second to last one if it goes over. We'll have to wait and see. Now, if you're not familiar with this particular series, I would suggest starting from the beginning. I've left a link to the playlist in the description down below, but basically this is a kind of a horror suspense game that has included a bunch of different types of puzzles, as well as some text adventure elements, and that seems to hold true. We are currently on the fourth and final episode of the game itself, and they all seem to be pretty short running, so that's a good thing. But before we get into this and get into the last episode, let's cue that intro.
All I need is me, myself, and I. Sometimes I wish I was somebody else. I was somebody else. I go my own way. Don't care what you say.
Alright, and welcome back. So let's go ahead and jump on in to the last session. And we get to go through that fun speaking again. Some commands may have to be kissed, so we know that. I have no idea what's happening. Obviously the same character in all three, or at least connected in some way, but I think they're all the same character. And it's near the end of the world, so not exactly sure what's going on there.
I think that's enough of that for now.
Well, okay, fine. Oh, a little meta there, huh? Oh, it's getting into it and everything.
You're quite fond of this show, aren't you?
The show. Now it's a VHS cassette. Utoro. Number puzzles.
Okay, come on. Let's get you down to the observation room.
What, am I in a wheelchair? I am. What, am I medicated? I'm in a hospital.
This place must be starting to feel like home to you. Don't worry. Try and get you out of here eventually.
Under stress, just a
here.
little. Get out. Okay, so we got little connections.
Okay, are we through in the next room? Just relax and we'll get started in a moment.
Right, Mr. Asian, now are you ready? Just hit record on the tape deck in front of you when you're ready. This is subject 12-19-86-23,
Sounds familiar, I think
new
it's the same
session
one.
entry. We have myself, Dr. Alexander leading, and in a room we have our patient, Mr. James Asian. As we know, James has recently recovered from a 2-week coma following his accident. In our last 3 sessions, James's attempts to recollect events of the accident seen him merging his memory with his imagination. These episodes have always ended in panic, and we've had to terminate the session abruptly. Let's try and do this one better, James. So when you're ready, let's bring this back. I know how difficult this must be, but you can do this. James, it's time to remember.
I don't wanna.
Your mind. It's like a conscious black box. It can show you your memories. Look into it.
Hello, friend.
In your most recent episode, you recalled a false memory of a remote weather station. You were isolated from the rest of the world, locked inside your coma.
Central
We
Operations
interacted with
Message
you daily,
Authentication.
encouraging you to wake. Your family would do number puzzles with you. Anything, really, to bring you back.
Okay.
People needed answers, James. Do you remember?
I have another signal here for you, James. It's at 5610 FM. You can't miss it.
Type in the numbers, James. You gotta see this. This is 20F 12 19 86 23 04. Type in the numbers, James. You gotta see this. This is 20F 12 19 86 23 04. Type in the numbers, James. You gotta see this. This is 20F 12 19 86 23
Fatal accident.
04. Type in the numbers, James. You gotta see this. This is 20F
One way.
12,
Wave you. Okay.
19
Date of birth.
86 23 04.
Driver 2.
Type in the numbers, James. You gotta see
Wait.
this.
James
This is
deceased.
20F.
Oh, he's injured. He's
12,
deceased. They killed somebody else in a traffic accident.
86 23 04.
20F.
Type in the numbers, James.
Empty. Arrived on scene to discover two cars that had been
This is
involved
20F.
in a near head-on collision.
12,
Mr. Asian found lying down outside his vehicle with head injuries. An ambulance was immediately called. His passenger was trapped in the vehicle in critical condition
You gotta
from
see this.
wounds sustained in the
This is
collision.
20F.
The driver of the blue sedan,
12
Mr. Hennings, was found dead on arrival.
86
It was noticed that there was a strong smell of whiskey from the driver
04.
and an empty whiskey bottle in the passenger
Type in the
seat.
numbers, James.
Mr. Asian was questioned on scene.
You gotta see
He
this.
described an oncoming
This is 20F.
blue sedan being clearly
12,
out of control,
19
which he swerved to
86,
avoid.
23
Mr. Asian's passenger
04.
was his sister.
Type
The
in
driver of the
numbers,
blue sedan
James.
is an ex-police officer of 20
You gotta
years.
see this. This is 20F 12 19 86 23 04.
Okay, so that's the date.
Type in the numbers, James. You gotta see this. This is 20F 12 19 86 23 04. Type in the numbers, James. You gotta see this. This is 20F 12 19 86 23 04. Type in the numbers, James. You gotta see this. This is 20F 12 19 86 23
20F, fatal accident.
Type in the numbers, James. You gotta see this. This is 20F 12 19 86 23 04. Type in the numbers, James. You gotta see this. This is 20F 12 19 86 23 04. Type in the numbers, James. You gotta see this. This This is 20F 12 19 86 23 04. Type in the numbers, James. You gotta see this. This is 20F 12 19 86 23 04.
Find the signal, James. Listen to the voices. You have to face it, James. Finally.
7,000 FM.
It's not like him. At all. I've worked with Officer Hennings for 6 years and not once have we even talked about alcohol. Drunk driving. He was a father, a husband. He was fine. No way he caused this.
Door
It's
slam
him,
shut, plunging into
this
darkness.
Haitian guy. He's got something to hide.
A light flickers on. This doesn't make sense to you. You step out into the hospital ward, only it seems abandoned. Your vision is blurry. Time to quit. Help is here. Rescue help. All of your episodes were recorded on tape. This is the 4th. You tense up. Someone else is here. Okie dokie.
Today was the first session with Mr. James Ashen, although I fear it will certainly not be his last. When asked about events that have happened in the past, he confused fact and fiction and told us a story about a computer game that was talking to him. I think he was back at his own house.
You grab the rings from the table. You have in your
And he
hand.
always talked about a room with a red X, one he couldn't get in. I don't know what any of this means or what it's got to do with the accident, but I guess some more sessions will maybe reveal that. We're going to try again tomorrow.
You spent most waking moments in here. The only video they have, some horror compilation. Crash. Seats for visitors, not that you've ever had any. You only caught a glimpse of the room. You guess that's why there's no detail here. Another door you never opened. You don't know what was in here. Right, well, where am I supposed to go? They're all locked.
has quite an imagination, Mr. Asian. I guess it's from the shows he's been watching. This time he described an A&E visit as a government conspiracy, some sort of lab. It's interesting stuff, and it's obviously pure fiction. But I guess it's just his way of coping for now. We'll see how we progress in future sessions.
I've been here already, but everything's really dark and I may have missed something.
We found him lying there sobbing while his sister died in the car next to him, while Hennings died next to him. What the fuck was he thinking? She was still alive when we got to her. If he'd have done something, they could all still be here.
Hold on. Gotta catch that recording again. Nope, okay. So where do I go next? I've been... this door's locked. I think those doors were locked. Did I try them? May not have tried them. Any recordings here? Did I pick one up? Being areas dark where you feel a presence right behind you. Someone breathes on your neck, standing over you. You're not going there yet. Or maybe I am. There. Guess I'm going this way. You feel dread in the pit of your stomach. Something familiar about this bed, what they did to you.
Okay, we have a 22-year-old male just brought in from a vehicle collision. He was awake and mobile at the scene, but collapsed on arrival to the emergency ward. The other passengers died in the accident. I'm getting no pulse. Prepare for defib. Amp charge full to 10 and give me 100 joules. Come on, 100 joules. Charging up full to 10. Come on.
Gotcha. I see what's going on here. Can't tab now.
Can we get this on the screen, please?
Oh.
Come on, 100 joules. Charging up full to 10. No reaction from first stage. Let's try higher. 200 joules. Keep the amp charged at 10. $200 joules. Keep the charge at 10. Let's go.
Interesting.
Clear. Okay, we have a reaction of some sort here, a weak signal. Let's keep going. Increase again. 360, charge full.
Interesting.
Come on, 360, hurry. Clear. Well, would you look at that? It seems we have a pulse. Rhythm is stable. We need to run an X-ray right away. Where are we with that X-ray? Let's get it going now, please. Where are we with that X-ray? Let's get it going. Looks like an intracerebral hemorrhage. We need to drain this now to relieve pressure. Prepare for trepanation. Switch on a drill, please. The drill, please. Mr. Asian, you've made excellent progress. You're doing great. We need you to stay calm and try to relax while we go through these next steps. We're going to attempt to alleviate some of this discomfort.
And we're back where we started. Not only is tonight New Year's Eve, but tomorrow you leave on a 6-month trip abroad with friends. Mom, Dad, and your sister Jennifer have decided to throw a party and celebrate it all. The house is full. You're in the living room, and as usual, you don't recognize this hall. The room is full of chatty strangers, mostly friends of Mom and Dad. There's a door in the hall. The doorway is wide open, allowing guests to move freely throughout the house. Use door? Enter hall. You push through the crowd into the hallway. The hallway is as welcoming as ever, only this time the folks have put a great big banner up across the main wall. Half-finished drinks are abandoned on almost every horizontal surface. Stairs lead up, although the party is firmly downstairs. Actually, let's look around first. Same as ever, stairs, door to the living room, and door to the kitchen. They say all the best parties are in the kitchen. The kitchen is full of people and loud. There are drinks and food on the table, and the party is in full swing. Dad has cooked hog roast, which is probably on the table, although no one is eating it. There's our carcass. Maybe later. There is a utility room and writing on the wall. Also, Jen is here signaling you. Read writing. Happy New Year, 1986. On another banner. Weird place to hang it. Talk to Jen. He's too far away, and the room is too loud. Approach Jen. Go to Jen. You push through, apologizing over and over to get to Jennifer. You hug. You're going to miss each other. You thank her for the party. She asks if you are enjoying the party. Yes. You tell her it's great, even though you don't really know anyone. She tells you to enjoy it anyway, and to loosen up. She asks you to get her a drink. Get drink. You pour Jen a drink, and one for yourself too. There's never an awkward silence with Jennifer. She always has a question. She asks you everything sorted for the big trip. Yes. You tell her yes, that you have packed everything with plenty of room to spare. Another hug. Your family has really gone out of their way to make this trip happen for you. It might be what you need to get some perspective and maybe not F up so much. She's going to miss you. You're going to miss her. She walks away. Jen has disappeared into the crowd. You're left standing, nodding and smiling at the approving faces. There's so much to do for this move. Can't mess it up. But first, a drink. Drink. You pour down another drink. Anything to move the night along. You pour down another drink. Anything? Okay. Enter utility. You open the door and peer in. You're never allowed in here normally. This is where Dad keeps his fine wines and whiskeys, filling the floor wax. A collector, although he does actually drink them too. There's a bottle with a ribbon around it and a card. And that's where we're going to pause, because we're actually almost at 30 minutes here. So we'll come back here for a final episode. Thank you all for joining me. As always, if you like what I'm doing here, please make sure to do me a favor, and help me out. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. You know the deal. Make sure to click the notification bell so you get notifications whenever I go live. Also, remember, you can find me online on Twitter at Biscuit Eater YT or on Facebook at The Biscuit Eater. But until we meet again, folks, game on, lovelies.